Hello, David here, and the project for today is making one pizza. Typically I make 3 pizzas, so that's why one pizza is special. I have to change my recipe for making one pizza. If you remember in my last video where I made 3 pizzas, I'm going to put the link to that right about there so you can see that video. The type of pizzas I make is a Chicago style pan pizza patterned after the Lou Malnati's restaurant. The reason why I'm making only one pizza is because I made that awesome eggplant parmesan recipe and have so much mozzarella cheese left over. That's why I'm making one pizza. If you want to see the video for that eggplant parmesan recipe, I'm going to put the link up there. And since I'm making only one pizza, I always wanted to experiment with using less yeast. So in this case, I'm only going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of yeast to see what happens. That way I won't be ruining so much dough if everything goes bad. 3/4 cup of warm water. Dissolve in slightly less than 1/2 teaspoon of honey. Add 1/4 teaspoon of yeast and stir. Stir in 1/3 cup of olive oil. Set this bowl aside. Get a clean bowl for mixing the flour. Put in 3/4 cup of semolina flour. Don't have a 3/4 cup measure. Add 1 3/4 cup all-purpose flour. I happen to be using bread flour. Stir that around really well. Add the water, oil, yeast mixture. Mix it in real good. You're not supposed to handle the dough for more than 2 minutes. I don't know why, but that's what the experts say. Been about 2 minutes. I'm curious to see how much this dough ball weighs, because I need about 1.2 pounds for my pizza. Good. I'm at 1 pound 6 ounces, so I'll have enough left over so we can make a little mini pizza in addition to the pan pizza. Okay, put the pizza in the bowl and cover with clear plastic wrap. That wrap keeps the crust from forming on the outside of the dough. Set it aside for about 3 hours and then punch it down after 3 hours. It's been 3 hours and it's time to punch down the dough. You'll find that it doesn't rise very much. I don't even know if this step is necessary, but I do it anyway. In 2 or 3 hours, then you can put it in the pan. It's been about 3 hours since I punched the dough down, and it's time to crimp the dough into the pan. I have a 12-inch pan, and I just put a little bit of corn oil on the bottom. You don't need a lot. And I don't oil the walls, I just oil the bottom. Okay, for a 12-inch pizza pan, I use 1 pound, 2 ounces of dough. I'm going to measure that out. It's 1 pound, 6 ounces. Wow. 1 pound, 1.9. There we go. Okay, it's time to lay on the cheese. I don't recommend using shredded mozzarella. It has to be sliced. The shredded mozzarella has anticoagulants in it, and I'm only using it because it's leftover. If you don't want a caramelized crust, don't lean it against the side walls. Just lay it down flat and leave the side walls bare. And a 12-inch pizza is going to use about 1 pound of mozzarella. Now's a good time to preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and I like lots of garlic. Put some spice on it, like some basil. Fennel seed, fresh pepper, green peppers, Next topping is going to be some sliced green olives. Last topping, marinated artichoke hearts. Make sure you drain them. You don't want to get too much moisture in here. Okay, close your eyes. I'm using Classico marinara sauce, tomato and basil. You're not supposed to use this sauce, but this is left over from the eggplant parmesan recipe. You're supposed to use San Marzano crushed tomatoes. Nothing but. Got it? Sprinkle a little grated Parmesan on the top, pop it in the oven for 40 minutes for the caramelized crust, 30 minutes for regular crust. Of course, cooking times vary with the type of oven you have, so gotta watch it carefully. There we go. Another perfect Chicago-style Lou Malnati's pizza. I'm going to put the ingredients in the description below. I'm not going to put the toppings on because that's a personal preference. I want to thank you for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so that you get notifications of more great videos from David GPO. Bye now.